you ready? Do you have your question asked? Did you ask your question below in the chat? Are you ready? Did you share this? Did you share this on your Facebook? Did you share this in a private group? Did you share this on Instagram? Are you ready? Are you ready to be a participator, not just a spectator? Hey, social media socialites. Look, we are about to go live in a few moments. But before we go live, I need all of you guys to hit that like button right now. If you're watching and you're waiting, go ahead and be a participator. Don't just be a spectator. Hit that like button. And share this. Share this on your Facebook. Share this in a private Facebook group. I want you to tag a friend. I want you to text this in a group chat. If you are watching this and you have Instagram, do a screenshot and add me on Instagram at E.DeanCole. Make sure that you add me so that I can see the support, show the support, and show the love. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're about to go live in a few moments, so get ready, okay? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ask your questions below. After you ask your questions, make sure that you share this. Share this on Facebook. Share this in a group chat. Share this right now with your baby daddy, with your baby mama. Share this with your wife. Share this with somebody who you know that wants to know how to build their business credit. Share this with somebody who wants to know how they can better their lives through entrepreneurship. This channel is dedicated to economic empowerment through entrepreneurship. Share this to anybody who is interested in going and growing their business. Share this with them right now. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright guys, we're about to get ready to go live. Are you ready? Do you have your question asked? Did you ask your question below in the chat? Are you ready? Did you share this? Did you share this on your Facebook? Did you share this in a private group? Did you share this on Instagram? I got 1, 2, are you ready 3, to be a 4, participator, 5, not 6, just a spectator? 7, 8. Hey, social media socialites. Look, we are about to go live in a few moments. But before we go live, I need all of you guys to hit that. And we are live. Thank you guys so much for your patience. If you are watching this on the replay and you were like, Dean, I didn't know that you were going to go live. That is because this is a special live that I'm doing specifically for clients that are enrolled into DCFI Online. So we normally go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I had a lot to catch up on this week. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and go live on Friday. So I got my eggnog right here because I'm in the season to, get Christmas going. And then I got my coffee right here because you guys be working my nerves, but I love you. And I need my energy up. No, seriously. That's because after I'm done with this live, I'm actually guys, I haven't even put up the Christmas tree yet. Because, my baby doesn't come until later on. So I'm going to get my Christmas tree together. But before I get into this too tough If you're watching this for the first time and you don't know who I am, my name is E.DeanCole, and I own DeanCole Financial. We're a consulting firm, and we specialize in working capital, alternative finance, and business credit development. That's who I am. That's what I do. And so if somebody shared this with you, make sure you subscribe. This channel is dedicated to economic empowerment through entrepreneurship, and this is a live Q&A. We're talking about business credit. We're talking about personal credit and credit repair. And so let's see how I sound. I'm up here just talking, going at it. Let's see how I sound. Hold on for a second. Let's see how I sound. Let's see how I'm sounding tonight. Now I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. To economic empowerment through entrepreneurship. Sound good. And this is a live Q&A. I like the sound. The sound is good. You guys liking the new sound? You guys like the new sound? Yep, I got 2 drinks. I got 2 drinks. Who said that? That was from Frankie Evans. Yes, Frankie, I have 2 drinks. I have 2 drinks. So now I'm going to need you guys' patience, okay? I'm going to need your patience tonight because I need to get my, I'm going to need to get the screen up. So give me a moment. I'm going to allow you guys to look over my shoulder. I think it's a browser. I think it's browser. I'm going to allow you guys to look over my shoulder as, yeah, let's see. I think this is it. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. I'm going to allow you guys to look over my shoulder, and I'm going to answer the questions. Now, for all of the clients that are enrolled into DCFI Online, they know that in our private Facebook group is where you would go to post your questions. So depending on how we do tonight, if we get, okay, let's see how we do it. Let's see. Okay. I'm doing this a lot faster than I thought I was. I'm doing all right now. Doing all right. Let's see. Make sure my interaction is good. Make sure my interaction is good. Give me a moment, guys. I need your. I'm gonna need your patience, and I appreciate you guys' patience while I get through this. My properties. I need this to be 1200 wide. Boom. There we go. 1200 wide. Bam. All right. Let's see how tall we need. Let's make sure I can interact with this. Okay. Am I able to interact? Let's see. I think I am. I'm Gucci. Oh, we winning. Oh yeah, we winning. We are winning. Okay, great. So we're winning. We're winning. We're winning. We're all the way up through there, guys. So thank you so much for your patience. So in our private Facebook group, this is the designated section. In our private Facebook group, every single week we do our consultations for this. When we do our support, our consultations, when we do we used to do 15-minute consultations, but unfortunately people abused it and we don't do that anymore. So we have our private, intimate settings where people ask their questions and I go through and I answer them. So this is like being able to look over my shoulder to see what it's like to be enrolled into DCFI Online. So when you're enrolled into the course, you have access to our exclusive group. So I'm going to allow you guys to look over my shoulder as I go into consulting mode, and I'm going to answer these questions. So I'm only going to answer the questions that are in that are in the private Facebook group. If we get 100 shares, we get 100 shares and 100 likes. Let's see where we are right now. I'll answer some regular questions. Okay, so we have 52 people watching live. Okay, so if we get 100 shares and 100 likes by the end of the live Q&A, I'm going to answer 2 or 3 questions because, like I said, I got my eggnog because I'm in the spirit, the Christmas spirit. Put this tree up with my baby, with my love. You guys actually, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I see some people asking me if I'm still on Instagram. You guys actually saw she and I, we went shopping, Christmas shopping. So tonight we're gonna put this Christmas tree together. So let's see how we doing. Okay, so the first person was Adonis Smith. Smith is in the building. Hey, how are you doing today? All right, Dumb Della is in the building. Hey, Dumb Della, how are you doing? Micah is in the building. Micah says, am I still on IG? Yes, I'm still on IG. All right, A2 Ministry is in the building. Hey, A2 Ministry, how are you doing today? Maurice is in the building. Hey, Maurice, how are you guys doing today? All right, you guys are ready to go? Brian asks how I'm doing. I am winning. I'm doing extremely well. All right, so Derek says that I've been waiting for months to be accepted, okay? So Derek, that means that you are not responding to your emails, and that means that you are not following instructions, Derek. So in order for you to be accepted into the private Facebook group, Derek, and you are a client that's enrolled into the course, you have to contact the office. The number is 800-867-7941. Speak with Patricia, okay? Make sure that your information is saved on file, and you will be added to the private Facebook group, okay? So you have to be, 1, enrolled into the course. 2, contact the office and speak to Patricia. She handles that. Make sure that all of your billing information is saved on file. Then 3, you're added to the private Facebook group, Derek, okay? Okay, Deontay Gibson's in the building. Hey, Deontay, how are you doing? Okay, I am winning. All right, everyone who says they have not been accepted into the group, that is because it's important for you to follow the instructions. So step number 1, be enrolled into the course. Now don't call the office tonight, okay? All right, guys, even though I am doing this live, okay, and it is 9:15 at night on a Friday, on Monday during normal business hours, call the office. Now, this is the thing. If my staff does not pick up the phone because they're busy with somebody else, leave a message. It irritates the black off my back when somebody says, well, Dean, I called the office and nobody picked up. Okay, did you leave a message? No, I didn't leave a message. You guys realize that being on YouTube, every single month, we have over 40,000 views. So we have people calling the office that are asking questions. We have people trying to sell me stuff. We got people trying to get me to do stuff for free. I get speaking engagements. The phones ring off the hook. So we can't just call anybody back. If you guys understand that, I want you to say, got it, okay? I want you to participate with me, guys. Even if you're watching this on the replay, I want you to participate with me as if you're watching me live. So I want you guys to say, got it. So even though we use social media, we are a legitimate corporation. So, and I know that a lot of times people think like, oh, Dean, you're so wonderful, you're so cool, you're so great, which I'm grateful for that. But at the same time, I'm a CEO in real life. I just don't play one on YouTube. So that being said, we have marketing campaigns. We run marketing campaigns. Like we had a marketing campaign last week and had 24,000 views last week on Facebook, not on YouTube. So our phones stay ringing off the hook. Okay, so if you guys don't leave a message, if you're not able to get a member of the team, then how are we supposed to know? So I want you guys to participate with me. Let's see who's woke and who's with me. Who's woken with me? All right, who's woken with me? Okay, so A20 Ministry says, got it. Thank you for participating. The first person to participate was A20 Ministry. Timothy Hall says, got it. Thank you so much, Timothy. Derek says, got it. Thank you, Derek. Brian says, got it. All right, True Freeman is in the building. Hey, True, how are you doing today, my man? True Freeman says, I got it. Doyen says they got it. Chapito Hilton says they got it. Of course, got it. Thank you so much, Missa got it. All right, let's get money together, says OS. I know the feeling. All right, John is in the building. John, got it. Thank you so much for that. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and get into this. All right, so I'm going to allow you guys to look over my shoulder. Once again, I'm going to allow you guys to look over my shoulder, and we're going to answer the questions in the live Q&A. So let's go over this together, all right? So we're going to go over this together. Now, also, if you're watching this on the replay and you're like, Dean, I didn't know you was live. 2 things. You've seen one of my videos before, but you did not subscribe. Or thing number 2, if you did subscribe, you did not hit that notification bell. So make sure you hit that notification bell. And also make sure you follow me on Facebook, the official Facebook, because I actually did a post on Facebook saying that I was about to go live to remind people, not in the private Facebook group, but just basically on my original Facebook account. Okay, I went live there. So let's get into this and let's answer some of these questions. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So can you guys see this okay? If you guys can see this okay, let me know if you can see it. All right. Can you see this all right?
Let me know. Can you see it all right? Let's look at the replay. Let me check myself out. Let's see. All right. We have 64 people watching live. 64 people watching live. We get 64 thumbs up and 64 shares. Then I'm going to answer regular questions that are for clients that are not in the group. All right. So let's see if you guys are able to see me. All right. It's a bit of a delay, but it's all right. Okay. Yeah, you guys can see me. Okay. I can see your comments. You guys can see me. Okay. All right. So Derek says that we never answer the phones and we never return. Derek says we never answer the phones and we never return messages. They only want our billing information. Well, Derek, if that was the case, how is it possible? So Derek, if that's the case, how is it possible that we have all these one-on-one consultations? I have all these phone calls. All of our phone calls are recorded. So Derek, now are you calling during normal business hours? So let's do this. So for the liar, so Derek, that's a liar. So for all of the people that are watching live, let's prove this liar wrong. If you have called the office and you've spoken with myself or spoken to Patricia or spoken to Malik or spoken to Ayo, I want you to say he is a lie. He is a lie. Okay. So if you are a client of mine and you're watching live and you're part of this live, let's go ahead and tell the truth and shame the devil. So let's go ahead and see, because what happens is that people assume this is not Burger King. And Derek, if you are not satisfied, I don't want you in my course. I don't want your money. I don't need your money. Okay. You need me. I don't need you. And if you're going to have negative energy and if you're not going to be professional and you're going to spread lies and falsehoods, I don't want you in my course. We're not going to work. The great thing about being a CEO is you get to work with who you want to work with. Okay. So, and then what happens is a lot of times people think they're going to get me like this all the time. People think that I'm going to be buddy with them like I am with Trucker Brown. That's not the case. Trucker Brown just happens to be my man. He happens to be my guy. For all of the people, when you see me doing one-on-one consultations, clients pay for that, okay? There was a young lady I had to go off on Instagram because she was like, you're not responding to my inbox. I said, ma'am, thing number one, you took a free course. You're not a paid client of mine. That's thing number one. Thing number two, I don't respond to everyone's inbox. And thing number three, my clients that are enrolled into my course, they know how to contact the office and they know how to get correspondence. Okay. And so what happened was, and I told her, I said, ma'am, you took my free course. If you decide to enroll into my course, you're not going to be satisfied. I don't want you to enroll. You want to have one-on-one consultations and you want to have one-on-one coaching. You want me to yourself, which you can get, but you're going to have to pay for it. And so what happens is that sometimes people will enroll into the course thinking that they're just going to be able to call me up anytime they want to. And that's not how the case works. So let's go ahead and prove that Derek a liar. I want you to say he's a liar. Okay. All right. So let's look at all the people that says that Derek is a liar. Okay. So all the people that says Derek is a liar. Let's see. William Thorpe says he's a lie. Dorian says he's a lie. John says he's a lie. Thank you so much for that. Ben says he's a lie. He stays a liar. Absolutely. All right. All these people say he's a lie. Stay professional, Dean. I'm very professional, Timothy. Extremely professional. I'm just helping him get together professional. Okay. All right. So John says that he's talked to Patricia. So people will say things because what will happen is that they'll probably call at 4 o'clock in the morning when they happen to get up, or they might call at 6 o'clock at night, or they might call now. And thinking that, oh, well, how come I don't get the person on the phone? Or if they do leave a message, they might not leave the proper contact. Or better yet, there have been situations where we've called people, left messages, and they don't call us back. And so people say, oh, well, they don't do it. So the devil is a lie. We're not going to play those games. Okay. So yes, we are 100% professional. If you do not call at the proper time and if you do not give the proper information, and guess what? If you don't pick up the phone when we call back because you think we are a collection agency, I don't know how many times somebody said, oh, I'm so glad I picked up the phone, because guess what? We're calling from an 800 number because we're professional. We're not calling from a cell phone. We're not calling from no Boost Mobile. We're not calling from nobody Google Voice. We're calling from a 800 number, a professional business number, because we are a professional corporation. And when we call, some people say, oh, I didn't even know it was you. I thought you was a bill collector. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I understand people are enrolled into my course because they need to get their credit together. But if you are afraid to pick up the phone, that's a very bad sign. You pick up the phone. So what if they're a bill collector? Hang up on them. You could be missing out on money or missing out on opportunity. So let's do a temperature check while I get into this, okay? So, and then just be honest, be honest. How many of you guys have not picked up the phone because you did not recognize the number and you thought it was a bill collector? If it's you, I want you to say, ouch. Just be honest. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil, okay? Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. If you've ever, somebody called the number and you look at the phone like, I don't know that, and you hang up the phone because you think that they might be a bill collector. If you've experienced that, if that's you, just be honest and say ouch. Just be honest and say ouch. I've discovered they can't touch you through the phone. They can't touch you through the phone. Thank you so much, William, for getting that troll up out of here. That's right, Miss Tama says that's right. We don't need any negative energy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so Ira says that they have to agree. Well, Ira, you must be wrong. All the people who say that they've called, well, Ira, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. All these other people say that they've gotten it. They've contacted the office. I don't know. So Ira, I don't know. Honey Love says, who made my handsome behind mad? Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. So let's do a temperature check. How many people can be honest? Okay, be honest and say ouch. If you've ever gotten a phone call from a number that you did not recognize, it was an 800 number. It was an 800 number or something along those lines, and you didn't pick up because you thought it was a bill collector. And maybe it might not be none of you guys. So if it's not you, I want you to say not me. Let's get into this so I can get into my bag and start back teaching. Okay, so let's get back into it. So I am teaching on this. All right, so it doesn't look like we have many questions tonight. So you guys are able to see the clients that are enrolled into the course. You're able to see the comments. All right, thank you for participating. So Dorian says ouch. Thank you for being honest. Timothy says ouch. Thank you for being honest. All right, Ben says ouch. Thank you for being honest. Melissa says ouch. Thank you for being honest. Albert says ouch. All right, Just Phil says ouch. Thank you for being honest. Trump Chicken says ouch, 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 LOL. All right, so John say LOL. I'm glad I picked up ouch facts. John's one of the ones who he was glad that I picked up because he was like, I didn't think it was you. Thank you for being honest, John. I appreciate it. You know, it happens. I'm telling you. So you guys, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm doing this for a very, very, very long time. So let's get into the first questions because like I said, I'm trying to make this quick and easy. Trying to make it quick and easy. And you know what? Let me bring myself up on the screen. Boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, boom. Where I'm at. Nope, not this one. Let me bring myself up on the screen. There I go. There I go. There I go. There I go. Bring myself up on the screen and we can be good to go. Let's make this thing big as possible. Put myself up on the screen and we'll be good to go. Let's do it. Let's do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, do it, do it. All right, bear with me for a moment, guys. Oh, I'm live doing this stuff. I didn't know I was live. Lord have mercy. I didn't know I was live playing around with this. I didn't realize I was live. I thought I was still. I thought that I was still showing the other thing. All right, so let's get into this. Let's answer these questions. Put myself up on the screen so you can see me good. There we go. And let's answer these questions, okay? So the first question is from Marquita Maxi. Marquita says, hey, Dean, is it best to have a personal account and credit card with a bank or financial institution before applying for the business credit cards? That's a very good question, Marquita. Yes, for the companies in which we suggest that you get with the companies and the credit unions who I connect you with through the course? Yes, because you're able to build more on relationship, because relationship will take you places that riches cannot. All right. So by you having the proper relationship and they're able to see that you are a legitimate person, that you are a real person, it makes it a lot easier for you to get funding. And that goes into your bank rating. The more financial vehicles you have with one institution, the more likely it is for you to get more funding and higher levels of funding with that lending institution. Okay, so it's very important for you to build that relationship if you are able to build that relationship. Come on in, man. They can't see you. All right, so next person is Darnell. Darnell says, "Hey, Dean, I've been looking at a lot of the big real estate investment companies and how they structure their company. And I keep coming back to a lot of them, and a lot of them are registered in Delaware, but runs operations and headquarters in different states. Why would they do that? I know there are certain states are for keeping their business owners anonymous, but I know there are certain states are for keeping their business owners anonymous, but if we know who the owner, why would they structure it that way?" That's a very good question. So what happens is that companies that are in Delaware, oftentimes they are a couple of reasons to answer that question. So the first reason is out of tradition. So a lot of these companies that are building their business and they're building their brand, they use consultants, so they use attorneys. And so some people, they just do Delaware corporations because there's multiple reasons. One, Delaware corps they have the best protection when it comes to for legal purposes. They have a lot of ironclad laws in Delaware. That's one reason. Second reason is because of tradition, because people just say, okay, I want to get a Delaware corp. That's just what they want to do. That's just what people specialize in, Delaware corps. And three is you can get a good seasoned shelf corporation. A lot of people will build corporations in Delaware because of the previous reasons what we talked about when we talked about the corporate shield, and we talked about the affordability of Delaware. And what'll happen is that they'll have a corporation, create the corporation, sit it on the shelf for a year or two, and somebody will turn around and buy that corporation. Especially when you're talking about real estate, and you're talking about investment firms and investment banks that start out of a Delaware corporation. 9 times out of 10 is because they purchase a shelf corp. Because once a business has been seasoned for 2 years, get funding just like that. Super easy to get funding. So because of that, that's one of the reasons why a lot of times you'll see them out of Delaware, because that's a #1 place to get a shelf corporation or seasoned corporation. All right. Next question is Tabitha. Tabitha says, "What is your advice for transitioning from personal to business Forex trading? Other than depositing and withdrawing only from the business bank account and opening an account with a broker in the business name, is there anything else you would say is really important to do structurally?" That's a very good question, Tabitha. What is my advice about it? Structurally, your business, you want it to be holding company, or you want it to be a C corporation. Well, actually, no, because of Forex trading, I would do a S corporation. I would create it to be a S corporation for your business structure, for the tax credits and the tax benefits. That's first thing. Second thing, when you are branding your business and when you do your SIC code, I would make it your SIC code general business operating. I would give it to you right now, the general SIC code, but I'll type it underneath because that's such detailed information, Tabitha. When I'm done with this, I will type the SIC code in the comments in the private Facebook group so you can have it. That is what I would strongly suggest. S corporation, your SIC code should be general business management. General business management should be your SIC code. And just make sure that you paper trade enough, and make sure you got your stop losses together, and just really trade the news. I mean, I could give you advice on trading. I don't want to, you know, Scott Davies, he's a full-time trader who's in our course. He went from being a trucker. His YouTube channel is Passive Income Trucker. He is, matter of fact, I'm going to tag him. Scott Davies, there he is. There you go. There you go. So Scott has a great business model. So I just commented underneath the underneath your question, Tabitha, and you can reach out to Scott, and we help Scott do some things as well. So that's what I would strongly suggest. The S corporation. Make sure that you are good to go with your stop losses. Make sure that you paper trade enough so that you don't squander things. And also for your SIC code, I strongly suggest that you do it as general business management. That's what I suggest. Japito says, hey, Dean, how can I leverage the nonprofit 2 course? I guess you meant the nonprofit course to create a multimedia hub to create a program teaching individuals entrepreneurship through technology, needing equipment like a building, camera, and computers. What I would suggest, Japito, you want to do a nonprofit, a multimedia hub to create. I would suggest that you do a nonprofit organization based around economic empowerment, financial literacy. If you do your, if you create a nonprofit, a 501c3 around financial literacy and economic empowerment, then you'll be able to get a lot of those grants, and you can teach using multimedia. You could do that because now if you want to teach your entrepreneurship and those type of things with technology, you can use government funding, but it would be a 501c3 or a nonprofit that's geared around economic empowerment and financial literacy. That's a very good question. That's actually what I need to be doing, Chapito. But like I said, I feel like after I get married, after I slow down, then I probably go into that. I really feel like 2020 is the year I do need to create the nonprofit and focus on that as well. Like I said, we already have 6 dates where I'm speaking at 6 different HBCUs. But that aspect of it would be good for that very same thing. So that's what I would suggest, Chapito. All right, next question. Make sure you guys can see me okay. You guys able to see the questions all right? Am I going too fast? Let me see. Are y'all able to see the questions? Are you guys able to see the questions? Yeah, so next one is Palm. All right, so let's see. Let's see what Palm is talking about. All right, they have a couple of questions. Okay, a couple of questions. Okay, so Palm says, hi, Dean. I am so glad you're doing this tonight. Happy holidays to you and your princess. Thank you so very much. So this is a continuation of my credit repair journey. I called a company ABC to pay and delete. This is what they said to me. This is what they had to say. Okay, so let's do a temperature check for a moment. So, and I want to look at these comments too. So let me get back on the main shot. So let's do a temperature check right now. So how many of you guys know what a pay to delete is? If you know what a pay to delete is, I want you to say, I know. If you don't know what a pay to delete is, I want you to say, don't know. All right. So let's see. If you know what a pay to delete is, I want you to say, I know. If you don't know what a pay to delete is, I want you to say, don't know. All right. All right. Don't know. So Ray Davis says, don't know. Thank you for participating, Ray. First person to participate. Antoine says, I know. All right. K-Dog says, don't know. Okay. Chapito says, I got you. Thank you, bro. You're very welcome, Chapito. I appreciate you, sir. T. Davis says, I know. Now, for all the people that's lying, Chapito has called the office repeatedly, has spoken with every member of the staff, Chapito has been enrolled into the course over 9 months. So Chapito can testify equivocally, without any equivocations, how we stay professional, contacting the office, calling you back. He's had in-depth conversations. All of our conversations are recorded. So Chapito can definitely say, for all the liars and the naysayers and the haters that want to be Grinches and haters, you know, a lie don't care who tells it. All right, so it looks like most of you guys know what a pay to delete is. Okay, so since most of you guys know what a pay to delete is, then I'm not going to spend a lot of time teaching it. So you guys, most of you guys know what it is, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time teaching it. Okay, so basically, a quick synopsis: a pay to delete is when you have arranged with a collection agency to pay off a debt or a portion of the debt or a full amount, and they agree to delete it as if it never existed. So Palm says, "Hi, Dean. I am so glad you're doing this tonight. Happy holidays to you and your princess." So this is a continuation of my credit repair journey. I called company ABC to pay and delete this. This is what they said. Company A said, I have to pay in, I guess they must say in full instead of and full, but you know, it's all right. Happens to me all the time. It's social media, it's all right. Company A says I need to pay in full. I need to pay, they need to pay the full amount of $2,416 in order for them to delete by the end of December 31st, 2018. Now, if I call him back in January to pay to delete, he won't be able to do it. Is that legal? Very good question. So the answer is yes, it is legal for them to do that, but they're lying. So remember, I say the very best time for you to pay a debt is the end of the month, especially the end of the year, because everybody wants their Christmas bonuses, okay? So is it legal to do that? Yes, it's legal because they don't have to do a pay to delete, okay? So they want you to pay that amount. Now, my question to you is, Palm, is have you done everything as far as validating that debt? Because I would not encourage you to do a pay to delete unless you have gone through every single step of validating that debt. So Palm, let me know if you have done that. I would not suggest that you pay to delete the very first thing. I suggest that be the last thing you do after you have gone all through after they have validated the debt. Okay. So that's the answer to that. Company B says, Company B told me that they no longer service Barclay MasterCards, but they transfer my report to the credit company that I should call Experian and Equifax. Not sure what that's saying. So Company B says they don't do it anymore. They sold it. All right. And Company C says this account is still open and you can't pay to delete. I should also call Credit Bureau and ask them, I guess you mean what instead of want, what I should do since you're my expert. How should I best respond to both of them? Very good question. So Palm, so this is making me believe that you have not gone through the steps of validating the debt. Palm, are you watching me live? So Chapito said he talked to everybody. That's right. These liars and these haters up here messing with me while I'm in a Christmas mood. It's okay. I'm about to put some Christmas music on. I'm about to put on some Santa Claus on some loving. About to put this Christmas tree up with this beautiful, gorgeous thing over here. All angelic, just looking. Just looking just as gorgeous and angelic. Y'all go to my Instagram. Y'all see what I'm talking about. I ain't stunning y'all. Got my eggnog. I ain't stunning y'all. These liars and these haters. But Palm, let me know. Are you watching me live? If you're watching me live, Palm. If not, I really, 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 really want you to answer this. I really want you to answer this. So let me see. Palm, are you watching me live? All right, I don't see Palm responding. E.DeanCole is laughing at me. Yes. Having a good old time. I ain't stunning y'all. Okay, so Palm, I don't see that you're not responding, and it's okay. You know, sometimes people get, that's why it's okay to watch the replay. So basically, Palm, this is making me think that you haven't gone through the steps to actually validate the debt. In 720 FICO coaching, which you have full access to, there's a section that says stop freeze. Go through every single one of those steps under stop freeze before you do a pay to delete and to answer those other questions. Because if you go through and you remove those items and you can get it completely removed off your credit, then you don't have to worry about those things. You only pay to delete at the very last option. And that's only if you are trying to acquire something, a house or a car. I don't suggest that you pay to delete until it's the very last option and you're trying to acquire something. If you're just trying to get your credit fixed and you're trying to get it together, or if it's a personal goal of yours, definitely do it. But if you're just wanting a score, wait. Do everything else besides that pay to delete. Give them more time, and they're going to accept it after a while because they bought it for pennies on the dollar. I really wish you was watching me live, Palm. All right. So the next question says, another question says, what is the best company to apply for a credit card for debt consolidation? That's a very good question, Palm. The best company? Oh, we only got 2 more questions and we're at the end. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of you guys are in the Christmas mood too, and y'all are out enjoying y'all holidays. So that's awesome. Last 2 questions. That's a very good question. The company, MasterCard, Discover has a promotion right now where they have 0% interest. Because you're enrolled into the course and you have NAV, I strongly suggest, Palm, that you go into NAV, look and see what companies has a special. There are companies that will do a special introductory rate for you to surf a credit card over to them. So you want to get a company that has 0% interest. That's going to be the best bet. 0% interest. And you also want to find a company that has very low annual fees when you're trying to surf. However, I don't suggest that you surf. I don't suggest that you do debt consolidation with a credit card. But to answer your question, Discover has a 0% interest with a very low annual fee, which was the last one I saw. Go into your NAV, and also Credit Karma will also show you some cards that you qualify for, and they will let you know based on their specials. However, I don't suggest that you surf. I don't suggest that you do a debt consolidation. I strongly suggest, Palm, it sounds like you have not frozen your credit. You haven't done a sweep on your credit. I suggest that you do that before anything. And you are enrolled into the course, so you have access to the 720 FICO coaching, and we walk you step by step through the process of doing that. And if you want to do a one-on-one consultation, Palm, call the office. Because you're a client, you get a discount on the one-on-one consultation. But I strongly suggest you do that before you do anything. Go through that stop freeze lesson. And if you go through it step by step, line upon line, precept upon precept, watch the videos multiple times. And then if you're not able to get any success, then do a one-on-one consultation. But I don't suggest that you do any of the things that you just asked me. All right, last question is by Jody. Jody says, hey, Dean, should I open a business account with Wells Fargo because I've been with them for 2 years, or Navy Federal? Just opened a personal account 2 months ago. Very good question, Jody. Listen, I love Navy. They are the best. Wells Fargo is okay. Just because you've been with them for 2 years doesn't mean they're going to get you money. Navy going to give you some money. So I suggest Navy because Navy is going to give you money. In the executive coaching, I have a list of 50 credit unions that give you $50,000. Navy is one of the 50. Okay, so there are 50 credit unions that specialize in new startups. There are 50 credit unions that will give you around $50,000 brand new. Navy is one of them. There are 49 more that's in the executive coaching. I like Navy. So that's what I suggest. You're going to get the most money. Wells Fargo is more difficult. Yeah, there are a lot more places. They're more reputable. And I have actually worked for them. They have some good products, but Navy beats Wells Fargo in my opinion. That's my thoughts. And that's my opinion. That's just what I believe. Okay. So guys, we've done our live Q&A. Let's see where we are with our interactions. Okay, let's see where we got to. Okay, we got to 66 likes. Okay, we got to 66 likes. Mr. Smith asked, have I heard of Jay? Yes, I've heard of Jay. He's one of my contemporaries. Jay is cool guy. Recently got married last year. He's doing some things with the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. I've heard of him. Pretty cool guy. Let's see how we looking. We haven't been too long. What time is it? It's only 9:50, baby. So we about to get in. We're about to get to this thing. All right, guys. So, all right, I'm not going to be a Grinch, and I'm going to answer 3 questions. Okay, we didn't get to 100 likes and 100 shares, but I'm going to answer 3 questions. So, in order to get your question asked, you have to do 1 of 3 things. 1, super chat. Not because I need it, because it's going to stand out. That's 1. Or light me up in orange. Do @E.DeanCole. Light me up in orange so that I can see your question. Or wait till I say right now, and if I see it, I'm going to answer. So, I'm going to answer 3 questions right now. Okay, first three questions I see. First question I see right now. Let's see. And you guys might be in the Christmas spirit too, and y'all ready to go ahead about your business and might not have any questions. We probably could be all right now. We might be good. We might be all right. Yep, I answered everybody's question. Hold on, wait. Yep, I answered everybody's question. Boom. We up through there. This was a good one tonight. It's only been 45 minutes. Awesome. Okay, so K-Dog says, what happened to CEO Lifestyle? CEO Lifestyle, we are actually pitching it as a reality show. So I am going to do more vlogging in 2020, but with everything that's been going on in the vicissitudes of entrepreneurship, and based on the analytics, we were getting a lot more. See, this is a funny thing. CEO Lifestyle, when you guys followed me around and did the vlogging, I got a lot more mainstream attention. But these type of videos, I got more subscribers and I got more clients. So it's like I just focused a lot of the energy and effort on what's going to make us money. So CEO Lifestyle, quote unquote, made me popular. You know, that's the reason how come we were able to get to like over 80,000 on Instagram and whatnot, because it, quote unquote, made me popular, because it's like a reality show. And some people look at it as a reality show. We're actually trying to pitch it to a reality show. But what made me money is actual interacting and engagement. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Does that make sense, guys? If that makes sense, I want you to say makes sense. And if you want to see more CEO Lifestyle, I want you to say vlog more. 2 words, vlog more. All right. So the second question is, Trump Chicken, he lit me up in orange. He says, how can we use business credit or grant funding to take advantage of the economic empowerment zones? Thanks in advance. Okay. So Trump Chicken, that is a vague question. So the way that you're able to do it is by getting business credit that's separate from your personal credit and starting the type of business that you want to start in the industries and in the areas that have a lot of tax credits, and in the industries and in the areas that has a lot of that's zone. I guess that's what you mean by empowerment zoning, like zoning for tax credit or tax shelters in inner cities. It's easy. See, this is the thing about it. Business credit is just like regular cash money. Okay. The only difference is that it's attached to your business and not attached to yourself. Let me give you an example. Your left hand and your right hand. So Trump, on your left hand, you have $100. On your right hand, you have $100. Your left hand is business credit. On your right hand is personal credit. You can spend $100 with your left hand, or you can spend $100 with your right hand. It's still $100. So don't overthink it. Build the business, build it, structure it, and then apply for certain contracts. Apply and do your research to do business in certain areas that are zoned for tax shelters. And that's what I think you mean by empowerment zones. I think that's what you mean. I think that's what you mean. All right, one last question, guys, and I will be out of the way. So Maurice says, are you taking consultation calls next week? Yes, Maurice. The only time I'm taking consultation call is on Monday and then Friday. Tuesday, court. Wednesday, court. Thursday, I'm celebrating because I believe I got the victory. And then I'll be taking consultations on Friday. So Mondays and Fridays are the only days that I will be able to take consultations. And that's it, guys. I've answered all of your questions. We had a very good live today, only 49 minutes. I wanted to make it 45 minutes and we're good to go. Listen, the only person stopping you from being successful is you. If you don't know it, you can learn it. If you have not yet met the person, you can meet them. If you don't have the skill or you don't have the character, you can develop it. The only person stopping you from being successful is you. Stay woke. Go get them. Success is waiting for you.
Hey, social media socialites. Look, we are about to go live in a few moments. But before we go live, I need all of you guys to hit that like button right now. If you're watching and you're waiting, go ahead and be a participator. Don't just be a spectator. Hit that like button.